Zac Efron got absolutely shredded for the movie Baywatch, and it took him 2 months to get in the best shape of his life for that movie. So we're going to be living like him for 24 hours to see what it takes to get in the best shape of your life. Let's do it. So it's currently 4:28. This is a lot earlier than I usually wake up, so I am pretty tired right now. The only times I ever wake up this early is for the airport. But yeah, just woke up and let's get the day started. Now we have our first meal of the day, so let's start cooking. So with absolutely no seasoning, our first meal is complete. So we have 4 eggs, we have 6 ounces of chicken, and we have half-cup veggies. So there we go. That is the first meal. So honestly, not excited at all to eat this, but that's what he ate, so that's what we're gonna eat for our first meal. So let's dig in. So finishing up the first meal now, it was so dry. No seasoning whatsoever, incredibly dry. I feel like I was in like a food eating competition the whole time, just trying to get it down as fast as possible. I feel like I was just chewing forever. And that was the first meal. I am incredibly stuffed. Don't know how we ate this every day. It's incredibly bland. It tastes just like nothing. But yeah, now it's time to get ready for the gym. So let's go do that. Zac Efron did a push-pull leg split, which is perfect because that's what I already do. So today we're doing a push workout. So it's chest, tris, and shoulders. So we're gonna be pumping it out right now. I'm excited. Just finished the workout, super solid workout. So now time for the next step. So let's go. So now it's time to go outdoors. Zac Efron went outdoors every single morning, get some sunlight, get some movement. So we're gonna go for a walk right now. So let's do it. I'm definitely a huge fan of the morning walk, 10 to 15 minutes of sunlight. You know, getting 10 to 15 minutes of sunlight every single morning really helps set your circadian rhythm. That pretty much just means it really helps improve your sleep. And so I'm already doing this. I already do this, daily, just 10 to 15 minutes of sunlight every morning. So you can go for a nice walk. And so, yeah, I highly recommend, and Zac Efron was definitely onto something with this one. So we just finished our walk, a nice little 10-15 minute walk. So now what we'll do is we'll wait a couple hours and then have our next meal. So I'll catch you then. Now for our second meal of the day, we have 6 ounces of ground turkey and 1 cup of steamed veggies. Now I usually eat ground turkey pretty often, so this should be fun. Let's start cooking. So we have the turkey finishing up over here, and then we have the veggies. They're just about ready. The alarm is going off, so let's serve this up and start eating. The second meal is served. We have beautifully bland ground turkey and broccoli. As you can see there, it is bland, no salt, pepper, any seasoning whatsoever. Let's dig in. I think this will be easier than the last one because I eat ground turkey pretty often, but we'll see. So we have the second meal almost done. My mom would kill me if she saw me eating with my fingers like that, but it's okay. So second meal down the hatch. Wasn't as hard to eat as the first one. It was still just as dry, but I think dried chicken is probably one of the hardest things to eat because you have to chew it forever. The ground turkey, a lot of chewing, but just not as bad, not so much volume. I'm not as full right now as the first meal. Not too bad. So This is my favorite one so far. I'll catch you for the next step that Zac Efron does. As part of his second meal, he also drank a hot green tea, which is actually perfect because I usually drink green tea most days, if not every single day. This is the green tea I use. It's called gunpowder green tea, and it's definitely my favorite brand. I usually brew it for like 2 minutes, maybe 2-3 minutes. So now I press on the bottom and it comes out very nicely. So that is the official end of the second meal. Now we have our third meal of the day, and it is some sirloin. We have 6 ounces of sirloin that we're gonna eat, and you guessed it, more veggies. So let's start cooking. Now we have our third meal, and I'm actually kind of hungry, so let's see. So we have 6 ounces of sirloin and some veggies. Once again, this is absolutely no seasoning whatsoever. So let's see how this one tastes. So that is the third meal finished. I definitely overcooked the meat way too much. Like, the texture was very tough to eat, so that one's on me. But this meal honestly wasn't too big. Pretty filling, but not too big, not too bad. Even though I had, like, no flavoring, it wasn't terrible. All right, guys, so now we're gonna be getting into his ab routine. Now, this is pretty exciting because 2 of the exercises that he's tried in this routine, I've never tried, so let's get into it.
Back in that bag again. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Hey. Back in that, yeah. Tell them to watch it. Now I ain't talking my pockets, just know we ain't running.
And that's a wrap for the ab exercises. My abs are definitely burning, so yeah, I would highly recommend this ab routine. It was a solid one. So for our fourth meal, we have some salmon, mixed greens, and balsamic. So I'm actually pretty excited about this one. This is probably the first one that's sounded good out of all of them. So let's dig in and give this a try. So just finished it up. Honestly, I would say it's probably the best meal I've had the entire day by a long shot. I think just adding the balsamic gives it just such a better flavor. So I would definitely say this is my favorite meal of the day so far, but we still have one to go. And finally, guys, we have our 5th and final meal. So we have 6 ounces of ground beef and 3 boiled eggs. So we're gonna send this down the hatch, and then we will be done eating for the day, finally. It's felt like the longest day ever, and it feels like I've eaten a million times today, but this is finally the very end. So let me knock this down real quick. So we just finished the 5th meal, and honestly, this one wasn't too bad. It could have been worse. I think other ones were definitely some of my least favorites, but I would say this one wasn't too bad. Honestly, just happy to have knocked back the 5th and final meal of the day. But I mean, after looking at how he eats, if he ate this on a daily basis, it definitely makes sense why he was so shredded by the end of the 2-month period that he did this for. So I definitely understand. It was fun to try it out for a day, but yeah, I'm gonna go back to eating the way I usually do, which is clean, but not nowhere close to as bland, with no seasoning or flavorings as this one. So yeah, this was definitely a fun one.